Hey, this is Max with the Guitar Center. We're here at Winter NAMM 2025, and we just stopped by the Ernie Ball Music Man booth, and we were chatting with our friend John Petrucci about some exciting new updates to his line of Ernie Ball Music Man JP15s and Sterling by Music Man JPs. John, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Well, it's been about a year, I think, since we saw each other. A pretty eventful year for you. What's been going on?
Yes, very eventful year. We were in the studio recording a new Dream Theater record that's it's called Parasomnia. It actually comes out February 7th. And we've been on tour and playing shows for the first time with our original drummer, Mike Portnoy, back in Dream Theater, which has been a really big deal for all of us and all of our fans. So the tour has been like insane.
So having Mike back in the fold, does that change things up for you musically? I mean, outside of just the comfort, personally.
Yeah, I mean, we met at Berklee College of Music when we were like 18 years old and played together for 25 years before he left. So having him back is just... You reunited with your brother and, your buddy, and it's just like there's so much musical chemistry and connection, and, it's amazing. And the fans really feel it in the audience as we do on stage. We're playing these shows, and I see people crying and smiling and, just so excited to see this lineup back again.
Nice. Yeah. So, when you're going on tour, when you're in the studio, I imagine you get a lot of guitars sent to you by your friends up in San Luis Obispo. Walking in here today, it seemed like this was the first time you'd seen a bunch of these as final finishes, but, tell us about the development of all these guitars we're seeing. How did it start? What's the color, design, development process like?
Sure. Well, we were talking about this earlier, and I don't remember how many years. It's been so many years that I've been with Ernie Ball Music Man now, so 25 at least. The Majesty celebrated its 10th anniversary this year. And even throughout all those years, they never cease to amaze me with new colors and new finishes where I'm just like blown away. Like I remember sitting here with you last year and just drooling over all these incredible guitars. Like, these are the best ones ever. And then this year, I'm getting these pictures, and how did you guys do that? Like, these are even better. This year, we have a lot of great JP15 colors, which I'm really excited about. So it's such an awesome guitar, bolt-on model. And then the Majesty, we have a couple of new ones, and that's, of course, the neck-through model. So we have these conversations about where we want to take the finishes. And unless I have really specific direction, like, I always wanted to do a none more black guitar, whatever silly thing I come up with, they're coming up with these colors and finishes themselves and then presenting these to me. And so this year, the ones that they came up with, they called me and I was on FaceTime and they were showing me them. And I was just like, how do you guys do this? Like, I'm blown away. And especially some of these burl tops, they just show so much detail and, they're just spectacular. Yeah. Insane.
So, it's interesting you say that you kind of turn it over to their wizards of paint, for lack of a better way of putting it. But, to that extent, you've had a 25-year relationship that you've been designing these guitars. And when does it feel like your guitar versus, some of the incredible designers at Ernie Ball? And when does it feel like, well, I'm designing this for all the people that are buying it, that are playing it? What is that, like that kind of like shared ownership, if you will, over them?
Well, it's a really unique relationship because it is really symbiotic. I'm expressing what my needs are as an artist, different things I want to kind of solve, different aesthetic requirements or of course tonal requirements. And then they're coming from an engineering standpoint, but also from an artisan standpoint, taking all this stuff into account. So we have worked so closely together to where it truly is a guitar that means, John Petrucci, and it means Ernie Ball Music Man, like it equally. So at this point, where we took the JP15 and the Majesty and all the details, the guitar could not be more perfect. And it was years and years of trying different things, trying to get the design and the layout great, and the frets and the neck and fretboard dimensions and everything. At this point, it is like the perfect guitar for me personally. I couldn't ask for a more comfortable, better sounding, better looking instrument. And, I think we've taken that attitude the whole time. And it's kind of like with music, I say this a lot, like if you create stuff that's true to your artistry, and you don't really think about the outside, are people going to like this, or is this going to sell, or is this going to that, then it's going to be something that's genuine. And then hopefully people might relate and respond to that. And I think that's happened with our guitars, because you don't know how many times players come up to me, oh my God, thank you so much. It's the best guitar I've ever played, and everything about it is so comfortable to me. So I think keeping with that method is really important.
And you probably get a lot of that at meet and greets. And
a lot.
Yeah.
We do these meet and greets, and we'll be in countries all over the world, and they come up to me with their favorite, Majesty or 15 or whatever guitar in the collection that they got. And a lot of times, if there's like 10, 15 kids, we'll take a big photo together, and it blows my mind, because it's literally internationally, it's all over the world that these guitars have just really exploded. And what I'm finding too, it's not just players in a prog metal style or whatever. All different types of players playing rock, jazz, blues, whatever, country, come up to me and tell me how great the guitars are.
So this guitar that you got right here, what do we call this finish here?
Yeah, so this one is called Solar Flare, and it's a really fun process coming up with color names, talking about it. Some of them come to you right away. My wife named one of the best colors ever, which was Her Majesty's request that we did last year. But her and my son, actually, we got on this whole round table, and they came up with these incredible color names. And so this one was Solar Flare. We thought it was really fitting. It kind of looks like a solar flare to me. Yeah.
And so would you, when you're looking around your music space, would you grab that guitar for a specific just vibe, or to get your head into a certain place for a certain type of musical performance you're about to try?
You know what? I probably would. For me, I kind of gravitate towards, the richer, darker colors. Like, it kind of gets me in the mood to just, I don't know, to play like heavy riffs and cool, like dark melodies and stuff like that.
Yeah, you see red maybe a little bit sometimes.
Maybe, yeah. I even do that at home. We have the hue lights, and like I always pick like the darkest purple or red, whenever, get the vibe going in the room. So yeah, when I pick this up, this makes me want to play. Nice. This inspires me. It's just so beautiful.
So this is Solar Flare. What other stuff we got behind us?
Well, let's see. Now these names we came up with semi-recently, so I don't know if I could rattle them off the top of my head.
Well, this one really jumped out at me.
This is Toxic Sludge.
Yeah. Aptly named.
Yeah, aptly named. Have to thank my son again for that. I think this is very unique to my collection of finishes. I don't think we've ever done anything like this. It's really, really kind of striking. And I think it's great, and I think it's very metal, and I think the name is very metal. So I love it.
It's also got like a little bit of a like tie-dye peacock vibe thing going on right here.
That's funny that you said that. One of the names I was thinking of had peacock in the name of it. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, what else do we got behind us?
So the one all the way on the end, that's Amber Waves. Okay. It just, that's what it looks like. Yeah, that's the vibe. One of the things I love about the quilted tops is they always, to me, look like waves. Either ocean waves or sound waves, or waves in a field or something. So this one, Red Tide, I thought was really an appropriate name. Yeah. And that color there, it's an interesting blue, because it has a few different shades within it, and again, kind of has the vibe of waves and water, and it's called Ultramarine, which is basically, that's what that color is. If you look it up, that's what Ultramarine looks like.
Nice. The fingering's really coming through nicely under there. That's beautiful.
For sure.
Okay. We've got another one behind us.
So this one here would be Green Tiger Eye. Okay. And I have the Tiger Eye color that we've done before is more of the traditional color of that gem. And this one just sort of reminded me of that in green. Nice. Yeah, and I love the roasted maple on the neck and everything. Really, really pretty. Yeah, look at that. Very nice. So beautiful. So much attention to detail. Nice. Yeah. And then over here we have the new Majesty color. So this is, again, very just striking, just so beautiful. It's called Malachite, which is, again, pretty much exactly what Malachite looks like. And what makes these Majesties really unique is the DiMarzio covers, the Majesty covers that have the Majesty logo carved and etched in there. Really, really beautiful. And they spare no attention to detail on the back as well, the way the back of the neck is. And over here, again, going by the inspiration of the actual color, This is called Wolfsbane, which if you look that up, pretty much what Wolfsbane.
That's what it is.
Like. Yeah, exactly. And what I really love, I mean, I'm a big fan of the figured maple tops on these guitars, and the quilts and the tiger eye kind of versions are all beautiful. But I think that the burl really creates some just random abstract right shapes on it. So this is like incredible. It almost looks like you have like smoky things going on. You have some stripes. It's just a combination of everything, and just really, really beautiful. Again, with the DiMarzio pickup covers and beautiful neck there. Yeah. These, honestly, every one of these just makes me want to pick it up and just play for hours. You know, they're so beautiful.
So we've also got some updates to your Sterling by Music Man JPs. I'll grab one of these right next to me if you want to tell us a little bit about here.
Yeah, sure. So this is called Purple Nebula, which is a color that we originally debuted on the Majesty, which was more of the quilt with the waves and everything. So this is a version with the striped maple, and again, you have the roasted neck there. Yeah, beautiful.
Very nice.
Also, DiMarzio pickups in this model.
Very cool. So we've got one more to my right.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Okay, so this is Sterling by Music Man Tiger Eye Majesty. So this one is based off of the original Majesty Tiger Eye finish, which it really was one of my favorites. You know, the two finishes that Sterling by Music Man is doing, the Purple Nebula and the Tiger Eye, two of my favorite guitars that I still love playing live. So yeah, it's the Majesty Tiger Eye.
So thinking back to last year's guitars, I imagine kind of, at least for me, some of the fun would be, all right, which one's going to be the best seller, which is going to be the most popular.
Right.
Are you ever surprised by the ones that take off? Is there anyone in particular here that you think is just going to like...
The funny thing, again, Raina aptly named Her Majesty's request, and it was the white one with the big sparkle, and I think that one did incredibly well. I kept getting feedback about like how everybody just wanted that guitar. This year, I could be wrong, but where's our Toxic Sludge? I have a feeling that might be.
Thank you, AJ.
You know, I mean, they're all incredible, but I think there's something about this that's it's a little bit different and unique in the line, and I love that. You know, I over the years with the Majesty celebrating its 10th anniversary, we did the 6, the 7, and then the 8 string came out as a Majesty. You know, I kind of like I'm impartial to that instrument just because it's just, I don't know, it's one of my babies, you know. But having said that, the JP15 is always my go-to for, you know, when I want that bolt-on neck feel and sound. It's a bit heavier, so it's a bit denser sounding. And you'll see, you know, at a Dream Theater concert, you'll see me switch between a Majesty 15s, the JP6. I play the JP anniversary ones that we did. So the original guitar with the scoop and all that. And no matter which one I pick up, they're all incredible. But I'm so happy this year that we did so many JP15 new finishes because it really is an incredible instrument in so many ways.
So again, this is coming out, all of these, we should be seeing them spring of this year, 2025, at your local GC or on guitarcenter.com. Also some exciting new Dream Theater music to look forward to, and a tour coming up with Mike Portnoy. Pretty cool. So if you want to learn more about all these new JP15s, JP Sterling by Music Man, head to guitarcenter.com and stay tuned to Guitar Center's YouTube channel for all the latest new from NAMM.